you've been resting wrong. So if you're anything like me and you're going through a stressful time, whether it's you're in school or whatever with work, whatever it is, and if you know anything about high school, you know that you a lot of times get like projects. You get like big papers that you have to write, weird, like ridiculously long math homework assignments, like stuff like that, right? And a lot of times it just means you have to stay up a little later and do them for hours and hours on end, just doing this mindless, not mindless, but like boring task. And it's difficult and it's exhausting. And most people naturally take a break when they're doing these long, difficult, strenuous tasks. Like to break them up in chunks, like I do, right? You work on it for like an hour and then you take a little break, right? And if you're anything like me, your breaks, like most of the time, turn into you getting your phone out and watching like stupid garbage on YouTube or scrolling on Instagram Reels or whatever it is for you, right? Consuming content or playing video games is your break or whatever, right? And you think, oh, it's harmless. I'm taking a break. I should do something fun. I should reward myself for all the work I've been doing, right? But what ends up happening, if you're anything like you've actually done this before, is what ends up happening is you're taking this break, and one, you're probably going to get distracted and you're not going to take a 5-minute break like you said you were. You're going to take a 15-minute break, maybe even a 30 or 20-minute break, right? It's not gonna pan out the way you want it to. But what also happens is you go back to your task and you might be a little more refreshed, might be a little more, might have a little more energy, but you quickly lose that energy, often way faster than you did the first time you sat down to this project, right? Where logically it should be you're rested, you're refreshed, you should logically be able to work for another hour and possibly get that task done within that hour, right? With just one little break to refresh your mind. So how is it, like, what are we doing wrong, right? What are we doing wrong in our break time, in our free time, our rest time? Well, it's pretty obvious when you think about it. It's our minds are becoming extremely overstimulated. In fact, everyone's brain is pretty much overstimulated 24/7, right? We're frying our brain doing some kind of difficult task, right? Our dopamine's getting all jacked up, right? We're losing motivation, we're losing energy, we're losing focus, and so we want to take a break. But on our break, we're not letting our mind rest. Instead, we're just moving our focus to something else, and so we're forcing our brain to hyper focus on something like a video game, right? Or scrolling on the internet or whatever it is that you do on your break. And so you're actually not letting your mind calm down. You're not letting your mind relax. You're just bombarding it with even more information that it has to process. It's not an effective break at all. And so no wonder you're just as exhausted as when you started after your break, right? No wonder it's not working because you're not actually resting. You're just it's like if you're in the gym and you're doing a intense weightlifting session, and then in between sets you're running on a treadmill, right? You're not actually resting and recovering. You're just straining yourself even more. And so how can we actually rest? How can we actually recover? Because let's be honest, almost no one actually recovers in the day, right? Well, it's pretty simple actually. I recently discovered this when I was working on big project this week. Like, this week was a very stressful and busy week for me, as it was for really everyone in my class this week at the school I go to, because for every teacher imaginable decided to assign like huge projects, huge assignments. Just literally yesterday, like everybody in my class was absolutely like losing their mind with how much work we had to do just yesterday. It was absolutely insane. I literally put in about a 12-hour day of just schoolwork. It was insane. But that day taught me how to take a real break, because I realized I'm not getting the same energy as I am if I'm not actually getting refreshed from breaks. And so instead of getting my phone out, it was a nice day, so I literally just went outside with my dog and played fetch with her for a little bit. Or I would go out for a little walk around the house, right? Or not around the house, but around the backyard. Literally just walk around, look at grass, look at leaves, touch grass, like see the world around you, right? It's really that simple. Don't go down to a busy street with thousands of people flying you, but go outside, go into nature, do something calm. And if you live somewhere like in a big urban area where you can't go out into nature super easily, just like don't sit on the couch or something, and don't turn on the TV. Don't do something. Don't start doing a different task or whatever. Just sit there and allow your mind to rest. One of the best breaks I've ever taken was I went outside. I literally one of my favorite breaks to take is go outside, get a glass of water or a glass of orange juice, whatever I'm feeling, right? Go outside, sit in a chair, and just do nothing. It's so incredible to just the power of just doing nothing, right? People say nothing is impossible, but when you do nothing, it's amazing what you can accomplish when you just let yourself do nothing. It's amazing, right? It's really, really that powerful, because instead of overstimulating your brain with more information, you're actually just letting your mind just go blank, right? Just let your brain have a break. Give yourself a real rest. This is easily the easiest way I was ever able to get over stress, anxiety, right? Actually be able to like concentrate and perform better on my work. This was such a powerful thing that I did for I've started to do for myself, and it's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it, right? So next time you're getting home from a long hard day and you just want 5 minutes to rest and unwind playing video games, instead of bombarding your mind with more information playing video games, and next thing after I play all these video games, I got to go do this homework, whatever it is you have to do. Just give yourself time to actually rest, to actually be calm, to actually relax, because it's way more powerful than you think it is. Just the power of doing nothing. It's unbelievable. So that's all I got for today. May God bless you, and stay wild.